How's everybody doing today? This is Tom Gostiner. I'm out here flying in Provi today. I'm gonna be looking for some scan down combat sites. Gonna be blowing up some Sanchas, trying to find some Dead Space loots. We'll see how long it takes. Hopefully I'll find some relic sites maybe while I'm doing it. Get us some armor plates. That'd be always nice. Oh, looks like we already got somebody working on this one. Let's see if we can beat him real quick. Have a little fun here. Always love doing a little bit of see who's the better scanner today. Turn off that tactical overlay. So this will be my first video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Been playing Eve for about, well, on and off for the past 4 or 5 years. I mainly do a lot of PvP to make my money, not relying on industry and mining. Kinda hate that stuff, honestly. But everybody has their niche. Let's see, oh look, already found a prison camp, that's awesome. Wanna jump out? Let's see, this is the 8 out of 10. Let me check on that real quick. Don't believe you can do an 8 out of 10 in the ship that I'm gonna use it. Just because there's a DPS cap on these sites. On some of them at least. Yeah, this one does have the DPS cap I was talking about. In the last room there's a Bastion, a Sansha Bastion I believe it's called, that requires 1600 DPS to break, or somewhere around that. So you usually need a fleet to help you out. But gonna save it just in case my buddies get on tonight. Maybe we'll run that together, show you guys how to do it. Let's see. Actually, that might have been already run. Didn't even check it. So yeah, just gonna show you guys how I make my money usually. I just like doing these sites. I'm not really a player who focuses on making money all the time. I'm just here to have fun with friends and make money to PvP, honestly. So I'll probably just skip ahead, wait until I find one, invite you guys back into the game, and give you a little bit of a gameplay aspect, a little bit of information on what site I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what's going on. Alright, check in a second. Alright guys, I'm back here doing a little bit of scanning, and I found myself a relic site. You guys might be wondering, of course, well, if he's gonna do combat sites, why the hell is he in a scan ship? And this is why, because if you're gonna scan, combat sites usually you're either gonna find people in them or you're not. And if people aren't in them, usually they won't be in them for a little while. So that's why I like taking this out, because that means I can come out here, find myself a scan site. If it's a relic, if it's a data, I can still hit it, grab up some money while I'm doing it. It's always quite enjoyable. Let's see if this is even worth doing. Let's see. Not a lot of blue loot I'm seeing. Unfortunate. Probably mount up a couple mil, but power core, a lot of armor plates in that one. So yeah, null-sec sites usually will give you about, I would say about 20-30 mil a site. If you're lucky enough to find intact armor plates, which are pretty much the moneymaker in all these sites, those itself, or not itself, but usually those go for quite a bit. Probably, I think like 2 of them are right now like 15 million-esque, somewhere around there. And if you guys haven't seen scanning before, there's plenty of good videos out there. Johnny Pugh, always one of my favorites. He does a lot of scanning videos, shows you a lot of how to do the hard ones, mostly some tips and tricks that he has too. See, blue loot, these themselves, half a mil, but it's really this armor plate stack that brings in the money. 30 of them, it's quite a bit. But the intact armor plates is the real money. So yeah, hopefully this other guy saw probes down before I scanned down this site, so hopefully that guy isn't doing the data site, but most likely is. So some scanning tips. I don't know if you are here for the scanning tips or to see some of the PvP action, but scanning tip wise, these little numbers will pop up. They'll tell you how close something is. So that was a 1 away. There you go. Some other really great tips is the rule of 6. If here, I'll pull up this next node here for you in a second, and I'll show you what I mean. But the rule of 6 is if there's 6 nodes around it, and you hit a, let's say, one of the virus things, that will tell you that the final piece is within one of those 6 points, making it very easy to find some very quickly, or be able to do some of these really quickly. See, I'll show you here. Rule of 6. If there's anything within these 6, say I hit one of these, there wasn't any there, so I can assume that there wasn't the thing there. I usually like going in these corners, as you can see, but there's usually the exit there. Unfortunately, the ruins didn't really have much. Too much multitasking going on there now. If you're new to EVE, welcome. EVE Online is my favorite game. There's plenty of things to do, plenty of things you can find to enjoy. This is simply just one very small thing in the vast game that is EVE. Scanning is one of the dozens, if not thousands, of ways to make money in game. I do this just because I'm a null-sec player, so scan sites are one of the most profitable ways to make money. It's always a chance game with these though. Like you can see here, there was no intact armor plates, so I didn't make an excessive or very nice chunk of change. I make a couple million off this site. One of my partners in crime Violet. It may pop up here a little bit later. He's a major scanner. He loves scanning. That's how he makes most of his money. He goes to wormholes. He'll go around Pravi, around other nullsec areas, and scan down sites. Many of these sites, many a times, I've seen him do it. Pull millions, hundreds of millions of ISK from just one site. He's luckily finding 15, 20 intact armor plates. Sometimes it's pretty insane. Sometimes I'm really jealous. Just like the other night, he went to Wormhole, did one of the ghost sites you can find. Pretty rare, pretty hard to do. Usually, you can only get 1 or 2 cans done before NPCs warp in, and if you're flying a ship like mine, this little boy, it will surely blast you. It's happened plenty of times to me, just being greedy, seeing all the blueprints, all the money I can make, not paying attention to how long I've been in a site, and just bam, dead. Because even in a ghost site, you can't warp off. They will point you, scram you, whatever, and you will be royally screwed out of that. Luckily, you can still loot your wreck if you remember not to just warp away. You can pick up that loot that you made, but usually it's not worth losing your ship over. But yeah, there's a little scan site for you. Let's go check and see if our friend over there is up to data. Recall some probes. Seems like space has been a little bit busy tonight, so not too much. Yeah, buddy over here is doing the site. Give me a little wave. Local. And alright, we are off to the races again. I will again try and find this combat site. If not, I'll join back with you guys and hopefully teach you a little bit more about scanning. Eureka! We found one. After just a little bit longer, guys, I was able to scan down this 6 out of 10. This is probably my favorite type of site to do. Actually, I've had some really great luck with this site lately. It's a 6 out of 10 ore supply complex. There's no DPS cap, or there is a DPS cap on the last guy, but with most ships you're able to totally beat that cap. Even flying with the Tengu and the Resist on the final ship there are quite disturbingly high, so using anything but EM, missiles, heavy assault missiles, probably won't do it. Unless you've just put so much, well, no. I guess there's plenty of ways to do it. The Tengu is quite versatile. Maybe putting the extra launcher on there. I'll show you my fit when I get there. I'll go pick it up, fly out here, meet up with you guys one more time, and we will start doing this site. Alright, first video, first technical difficulties. I've already completed the first part of this site here for you guys. Had it all videotaped and then totally crapped out. So, as you can see, there's two jumps up here. These 2 jumps, you can either go up or down. If this is the first time you're doing the site, you have to go down. The other one will be locked. There's a NPC in that site, some overseer, something like that, special named guy. He will drop a product passcode. I've already done this site plenty of times, so I keep one in my cargo bay all the time. If you just keep it, you can just skip that entire room and just move on along. As you can see. In the video previously, I also showed you guys what my fit is. So, on the way there, there's a traveler fit that I use, and that's these two. This is the covert reconfiguration and the interdiction nullifier. I also put 3 scrams, or not scrams, warp core staves. And I also have a micro warp drive. That's at my mobile depot currently. I'll show you guys what that is. This video is more for people that have maybe not done scan sites, maybe want to know ways that other people do them and so on. Yeah. Kind of sucks when videos delete themselves because you don't know what you covered exactly and what you want to still, or what you haven't covered yet. I did part of this site for you guys. Like I said, did the first room, got about halfway through this, and then stuff started happening, so I whooped off. Lock up a couple of these bad boys. Oh man, everything is reset right now. This sucks. Yeah, when the video crashed, it also crashed a lot of other stuff. At least, as you can see, my overview might look a little bit different. Garbage such as that. Afterburner. So a little bit of this. Alright, so yeah guys, this is well, technically the 3rd room. You're gonna run into quite a bit of battleships. None of these ships, I believe, have any scrams or webs on them either, so something that you don't have to worry about. Just trying to gather all my thoughts. I apologize to you guys. So yeah, I showed you that travel fit. Let me show you what my fit is currently while I'm doing this. Go with these first. Got the emergent locus because I used to scan with this ship, but the value of the ship is increased enough that I don't really want to take it out. There's Tish again. I don't want to take it out scanning just because I don't want to get caught and any crap happen to me. We have the amplification node that just increases the amount of rep, and I also believe there's a few other things of course. Just look at the descriptions here for you. Just yes, per level 10%. So right now I believe I'm getting 50% bonus, maybe 40. Man, I even showed you guys skills. That sucks. I have to show you guys my skills next. So yeah, we again have the regeneration matrix, acceleration bay, and the fuel catalyst. If you guys are in game, you guys can totally check out what that is. In the rigs, this ship is quite like over tanked. I feel sometimes. I don't feel like you can't really pull any more DPS out of it unless you put damage applications in the middle, but that's all well and good, but usually the DPS you need is against battleships, and battleships definitely have a high enough signature radius and don't go fast enough. So in the high slots, because I'm using the acceleration bay instead of, or maybe it's not the acceleration bay, I believe if you switch to the this for the, let's see here, I believe, yes, the reservoir. The reservoir will give you an extra high slot, so you can put another missile launcher on there. You can squeeze some more DPS out of it, but you just won't be able to run your rep continuously. Sooner or later, I believe, you will run out of cap. At least from the fits that I was trying to make with it, you'd have to pulse. Mid slots, like I said, this is kind of a blingy ship. It's Pith and B type medium shield booster. We got thermal dispersion amplifier, 2 EM warded fields. We have missile guidance computer. I usually have that always with the range missiles. Everything is approaching me. Not paying enough attention. Yeah, I always keep the range loaded most of the time just because the crap range that these missiles have. Even with this on, it's only 31 kilometers. With pretty much any other missile you can get over 50 kilometers. And of course, we have another Dead Space item on here. We have the, oh, that's not good. That is not good. We are gonna have to go to the, my safe spot. But yeah, we have the S&B type 10 10MN afterburner. Really good bang for your buck here. Prop mods, I usually pay most attention to. Tank is all well and good, but being able to avoid damage to begin with is always nice. As you can see, like while I was in that site, those battleships usually never hit you. Usually have problems hitting. Let's see if I just approach this, if I can turn it back on. Booyah. And yeah, that's the one warp disruptor. I'll just show you guys. These are I'll just have a 50 MN micro warp drive. This is for the traveling fit that I have in the covert ops code. That's just what sits in here. It's just a lot of cargo space. So yeah, this video, I guess, is less of a tutorial on how to do this site, more of just an intro to what I'm flying, what you'll see in some of these videos that I have, and so on. Alright, let's get back in there. So while I'm going to have to slow boat around again, showed you guys the fit, showed you guys travel and DPS fit. I'll just show you guys some about what I am. A little bit of information on my character. First year or two I didn't really play too much of the game. I just had, I believe I just had a trial account, tested it out, came back once or twice, and never really played. But over the past couple of years, I've been playing EVE pretty hardcore. Just love the game. There's great people in the game, great community. For an MMO, it doesn't really feel like your standard. It's very open world. Well, of course it's space. Open world, open space. It's unpredictable. It's always got something new around the corner. CCP is just a great development company, always releasing new content for us, always keeping us in the loop. always listening to the player base. But yeah, let's show you a little bit of skills. I'm mainly a Kildari pilot, so that'll be mostly my missile skills you'll see here. I'll just show you some of the high skill level ones. I don't really have any armor or projectile turrets, stuff like that. So yeah, here's some of my skills for missiles. Just give you guys a little bit of comparison to what I have compared to you if you're going to try this Tengu Fit. Show you, let's see, it's shields. Use this for you. Give you a little comparison. But yeah, maybe if you need a little bit of information on these, show you what those are. Let's get to work. I am ready for this money. Let's cross our fingers, boys, that I show you something very nice that we can get from one of these sites. It'll be very disappointing if it just drops, say, like an Overseer module. Or they always drop Overseer, so you always get about, I think the one from this site is about 80 mil, maybe more. Yeah, so that's my skills there for you. A little bit of the ship that I'm flying. Finish up this room real quick. As you can see, damage application's pretty damn good. You always, like, you may see 803. I believe like frigates are a little bit lower. But yeah. I'll be releasing a couple more videos. Probably I'll do these solo first. I'll find 7 out of 10 I think I can do. Wait, I think that was the one that I showed you guys earlier that I can't do. 8 out of 10 and the 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10s don't exist. They're a different type of site. They're based on escalations. I don't like doing those just because it makes you warp around some systems, sometimes quite far. And the ones that I have done, the loot has not been very kind. Bob has not been very nice. So in some of these sites you see this true battleship here. I think sometimes they'll drop some nice loot. Usually I think it's usually still Tech 1 ship. Let's see if we can blast this guy in 4 shots. Missed a couple. There's an interesting thing when you think about missiles. It does say 31 kilometers, but you have to take into account flight times, so 30 kilometers, probably don't want to start shooting until you're about, say, 28 to make sure that all your missiles will hit. And with the accelerated, you don't want to miss too many, or at least fire when you're not going to hit, just because it does take a while to reload these items. Oh, we got a site popped. Unfortunately, I'll have to go back to be fit to get that. So when my video got deleted and all, I was trying to make a point to new players, if you're deciding to watch this video, trying to see what the game is, what's going on. First thing I wanted to say to you guys is, if you're going to start playing Eve, focus on the player base. You're starting at low skills compared to a lot of players that have been in the game. The game is all one world, all one everything. All these, I'll show you, this is the beta map. A lot of people don't like this, but this is EVE Online, right here for you. All these little dots here are different places you can go, different people you can meet, different people that will blow you up, different people you can blow up. I'm in this little one right here. All those are little ones. This is where you'll be starting, in high sec. And that's all well and good. And a lot of people have trouble making good money in high sec when starting off. And that often it seems like they gravitate to mining. And mining is a great way to make money if you're with people mining. Mining is, I'll put it this way. If you're gonna solo mine as a new player, you are not mining efficiently at all in high sec. There are players making extreme amounts of money comparatively to what you would be making in high sec mining with an alt, a second character usually, that they don't even play with, because it is a very mundane task. You do very little, you sit there and watch your laser cycle until your car goes full. And I feel like a lot of players, new players, join in, play that, think that's what EVE is. It's a lot of point, click, wait. A lot of point, click, wait. And that's all true. You can see me here, I'm slowly, boringly destroying battleships. But the thing is, there's a possibility that after running this site, I can make billion-esque. Easily, honestly. Now, it doesn't happen very often. Very often you make probably 250, I would say, is about the normal I make. It's usually one Dead Space module, an Overseer module, the Overseer piece. That's about it. Usually make about 150 to 250 mil. But then you can make 500 million off of one single item. And a new player sitting in high sec mining is just going to be so, you're going to be so bored. And that's not to say that mining is bad, and not to say that you might not extremely enjoy it. But the thing is, EVE will eat you alive if you let it. If you let the game get boring for you, it will get boring for you. If you don't shake it up, don't find new things to do, you can obviously run into the trouble that a lot of players have, and that's where you just don't want to play anymore. And you can easily change that up. That's whether running missions, running anomalies, running scan sites. I mean, look, out here in nullsec, look, right here in this system alone, look at all these different anomalies that you can run. All of them do different things, all of them have a chance to spawn true Sanshas, or at least some of them do. Some of them have a chance to spawn capital NPCs now. And that's way more exciting to think about, I feel, than sitting in high sec mining. And if you are gonna mine, I suggest you go out, buy yourself one of these. Show you right here. Man, everything is messed up on my stuff. Yep, here it is. I suggest you go out, get yourself one of these little boys, and take it into nullsec, or wormhole space, for that matter. And go find yourself the most expensive ore you can find, and mine that. Mine that till it's all gone, and then run away. Because it's going to be more fun, you're going to make more money, and you're going to add the unpredictability of your game. Maybe nobody messes with you. Maybe you cloak up and somebody orbits you at 2500, just barely missing you. Which has happened to me and my friend. And it's so much fun, so much more fun than sitting in high sec safely, not having to worry about anything. Code isn't even a scary thing, as long as you just orbit them. As long as you're just paying attention. You don't even have to pay attention in high sec. What am I talking? But again, there's my rant again on mining. Not bad. Not bad. Not good. I just don't. I'm tired of new players coming into the game and telling me and everyone else, it's so boring, all I do is mine. Bleh. Is there anything else to do? Yeah, there's everything else to do. Alright, we are finishing up this last battleship. Let me check real quick to see if that true dropped anything nice. That true did drop something. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I usually just check these trues. Like I said, I don't believe that these drop anything heavy, anything like any faction items. At least I don't think so. It's not been at least common. But I think they do drop nice Tech 1 items. As you can see, all these things are named differently. That's why I'm just checking this one. The true Sanchas are usually drop the faction items, so gotta check to see if it is a true Sancha. Is it? Money, money, money? Please, please, please. I bet there's plenty of site runners out there that are just yelling at me right now. Dude, there's nothing. Never gonna drop anything in that. What are you doing? You're wasting my time. Blah blah blah. I gotta check, bro. That's all I gotta say. I just gotta check, man. And you were right, bro. To room number 3. So if you're a player and you're trying to do these sites, and don't really have the skills for a Tech 3 cruiser, or don't really want to spend the money that I have on this ship, or stuff like that, there's plenty other ships I believe that you can use this, or at least do this with. I might think of some heavy assault cruisers. The one that comes to mind is the Galente, just because you'll be able to kite at some super long ranges. Yes, the Ishtar. Escaped my mind. Just because you have drones and you can kite probably at 100 kilometers or whatever, 50, 60 kilometers, just won't even get shot by these ships. Take a battleship, Tech 1 would probably do. Plenty of those. Raven will probably do it. Pretty much any Tech 1 battleship will probably do. So, if you choose to do that, a battleship itself is probably gonna cost you fitted probably about, say, 400 to 500 mil, just because Tech 2 guns cost a lot for battleships. Probably be able to do this in Cerberus as well, just because you can kite at pretty long ranges. You can passive tank it too, so that way just have a giant passive tank, EM resisted. I haven't done it in Cerberus. I could. Might do one for you guys. See if I can run one of these and one of those. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what you might want to see, I'm totally open to it. Anything I can really get my hands on, anything you guys might want to see, willing to do, as long as I can do it, kind of thing. I do PvP. I'm not gonna say I'm king of the PvP world. I'm not gonna say I'm Zarlox, or I'm not gonna say I'm Zack or anything like that. But I'm willing to give it a shot. I do. Last night, me and my buddies were at Brave Space. Shout out to Brave I1Y. You're fucking awesome. Fucking around with us all the time. But yeah, we messing around with some guys out there. Got a couple kills. Had a good bit of fun. Go ahead and at the bottom of the video, I might do a link to my kill mails, kill boards. If you guys like really care. Not fantastic, like I said, but if I get any PvP videos, I'll show you guys. Usually find the Jackdaw. If you actually go on there, it's probably all Jackdaws right now. There's absolutely tons of them that I've lost or got whelped in. Just a really fun ship to fly. Just being able to switch propulsion mode, defense mode, sharpshooter mode, all those are really fun. Yeah, usually small gang. Don't really do solo too much. And by small gang, I usually do PvP with my two other buddies. As I said, you might see them up here in the Silent Night chat every once in a while, talking to them. They PvP with me, run sites with me. Pretty much just a team, a little corp inside a corp. Figure out what I'm doing here. So yeah, after this, I think this is the one before the last site. I think the time's running pretty long in this video, so I might just go whelp that guy as fast as I can. Because honestly, you don't have to kill everything in the final room. You just have to collect your money, is what I see it as. But there's probably about 15 mil worth of bounties to kill everything in the final room, which isn't bad, but it is a little time consuming. Takes a lot of ammo sometimes. Really big damage. Oh wait, is this fun? No. But yeah, as you can see, like this is gonna be the same wreck, I bet. So I'm not gonna waste you guys' time collecting that. But yeah, sorry for any like quality issues, any sound issues. I know my voice might sound a little weird. I have a little bit of a cough, and I am just using kind of like a normal headset, so probably will sound a little bit poor. Like I said, try my best. First video. I'm also, I wouldn't exactly be the best guy, I guess, to ask questions about it. Well, nah, that's wrong. I know a lot of answers if you gotta ask questions about Eve. Don't get me wrong, I've been playing it definitely long enough to help you guys. But sites, I know how to fit ships. I know what I'm doing. At least I think I do. Willing to take any suggestions you guys have. Willing to help anybody if they need anything. Hell, if you guys want to, you guys can join the Silent Night chat if you guys ever want to. Usually, I give you my Eve time right now is 4:50. Probably plus or minus that time by 3 or 4 hours. That's usually the times I'm on. You guys really care? Yeah, feel free to like send me Eve mails, not emails, Eve mails. If you guys want to ask me a question, I'll try and keep up to date on them. I'm not very good at them, but if I see a player sends me an Eve mail, I'll definitely check it. Let's see. Let me know if you guys would rather have commentary over these types of videos. I know that they can be kind of long and kind of boring if you're just trying to watch it on how to do the site. You've definitely seen plenty of those out there. Trying to make it a little bit different. Man, why am I... What am I doing right now? Come on. Get more activity local here. What are you doing, Tangy? Oh, that way. Okay. We are gonna change. But yeah, let me know if you'd rather have like just time-lapse videos for these kind of things. If you'd rather watch me do these sites with a little bit of commentary over them. I'll do either. If you guys just want to like have a quick rundown on how to do sites, I can do that for you guys. I've done every site, at least in Sansha space or Mars space. See, this is when things get sketchy. So when you start seeing scanning probes on you. Since I am in a couple jumps in, I'm willing to stay here. He's using sister probes, so I highly doubt that he's combat fit or anything like that. So it's probably just somebody trying to find data site. If anything, he probably just scanned it down, saw it was a combat site, and just won't even care. Doing these sites is pretty safe as long as you pay attention again to like you descan a little bit. See, probe's already gone. Could have pulled him, came in. You might see me die. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Oh, look at him. He's talking so much great stuff about never getting shot in wormhole space or in Cosmic Sigs. Oh look, he's gonna die. Nah, it's in a stereo. He's totally doing that other site. Womp womp womp. Wasn't another combat site. You guys won't get 2 videos. These sites do take a while. Again, Eve is about a lot of risk and reward, so put some deeps on your ship, put some money into it, give yourself a shot, trying to do something a little bit more difficult. Have the chance to get more and more shit. Oh, I guess that wasn't a data or relic site. That might be a wormhole, maybe it's another combat site. That'd be kind of cool. Look at that, 3 shots and that thing was almost dead. But as you just saw, like, I shot an extra round of missiles. That really does bother me sometimes. Just how the rate of fire on these can suck, but it's almost necessary. I'll show you guys again when I get to the last room. I'll show you why I like having it. Because this is the only DPS tank that I can't break, or that I can break. Sorry. The other ones that exist in these sites are like 1600 DPS, which is like extremely hard to even reach in a battleship, even like a Tech 2 or a faction sometimes. So you usually have to have like 2 men to do it. But again, me and my homies will usually fleet up in our T3 cruisers and we'll be able to do it. Not too hard to break a 1600 DPS tank with 3 different or 3 T3 cruisers. It's pretty easy to spit out 1600. You can probably, actually, you can do it with 2. Violet, he is able to spit out probably like 700 and something in his Proteus. Not like with Scourge can spit over 800. He might be able to put out more than that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, he flies the Proteus, I'll fly the Tengu. Vera, my other friend, he'll have the Legion. It's kind of fun flying with those guys just because we all fly our different different races. I'm technically a Galente race, but I fly Caldari all the time. Bear will fly Mar all the time, pretty consistently, and oh wait, is this last? This isn't the last room. Yeah, get out of here. And Violet flies Galente. It's really fun to see 3 different ships, 3 different factions on the field at different times. One using lasers, one using rockets, one using blasters. It's kind of crazy. A lot of different colors going off. And that's the thing that makes, I think, Eve such a very cool game. Is that on one side you can have everybody doing the same thing, all flying Tengus in a gang, or you can just mix it up and just hodgepodge it all into a mixing pot and fly whatever you want. Doesn't matter, honestly, like what you fly. Just matters who you're flying with. The best spaceship is friendship. Is the saying. Alright, we are on to the final gate here. At least I hope it is. It's gonna be really lame. Hyping you guys up for the last gate this whole time. So you just got a couple more battleships here. I'll just cut it right here. This is just gonna clean up here. Reload here. I'll show you guys real quick. I'm just gonna go blast down this guy right here. This isn't the same, but yeah, I've never seen him drop anything either. You guys don't have to worry about that guy. But I'll cut it right here. Scared of, get like, you on to the last room, all this DPS over here. Show you how it's done. It's all well and good. The Overseer is the one that you want. Actually, I'm going to blast these real quick. These do lay out quite a large amount of damage. Not really like over. It's easily reppable. I really have never had problems with this tank. The only thing is that those can spit out a lot of large damage if you do get slowed down. Say like you bump into one of these and slow down. Those can hit you for quite a high bit of damage. But we're just gonna blast that down real quick. Alright, just boom boom boom. And we are gonna go kill this boy. Now, like I said, this tank is formidable. If I loaded Scourge, even though I have like an 800 DPS, like at least that's what the game says, 800 DPS, I cannot break him. It is impossible to break him. You need to have, like here I'm spitting out 830, or sorry, 380, about that every time I hit. So yeah, I can apply better damage to these types of ships, but I feel like it's always better to be safe than sorry. Because as you can see, what's doing damage to me? Nothing. Like 400 rep per 3 seconds, and these guys are hitting me for single digits. You do, at least with my fit, have to reload once, maybe twice. I think it just depends. Might have to reload twice just because I shot those 2 cruise missile batteries. But we're gonna get a little bit closer. Let's see, we're about 8, because you can get higher DPS just because of flight time. Let's see. You'll see a large chunk of rep here. See? Like I said, formidable rep. Now, before I had the afterburner, the Dead Space afterburner, I was taking quite a bit more damage. It's probably doing around, I want to say 550 with the Tech 2. It's been a while since I've used the Tech 2, but just an extra like 50 meters per second with an afterburner can be quite significant on larger ships. See, look, I'm pulled in a lot closer, and these battleships that are like on station here are not doing very much DPS. Yeah, there's one there. Sorry. Mostly these cruisers aren't even hitting me, which is the impressive part. is when cruisers can't hit one of them. Alright, we're gonna get up and close here. Broke his tank. He's coming down. Gonna get it real close. You don't want to slow down for too long because the DPS that's incoming when you do slow down can suck. So we're gonna have to pick it up real quick. Boom, give me your money! Are we having a happy day? Oh. Ooh. That is not cool. That is not good. Oh man. Lame, lame, lame. Only a Sansha item. That is crap. Alright. But that is the 6 out of 10 Sansha site. As you can see, that's all you need to do. When it disappears off here, you know you did the site. Finish it all up. All these ships here you can just kill for bounties. They're not really worth anything other than that. If you are a salvager, if you were going to salvage them, go right ahead. Just a lot of larger ships here, so you can get more salvage. But yeah, this has been Tom Gostander, and fly safe, my friends.